Okay, let's unpack this. You know how we love to dive in something truly unexpected? And today, we're looking at a crossover that's really captured a lot of buzz. We're talking about Bungie's latest expansion for Destiny 2. It's titled Renegades, and it's taking a colossal leap into a galaxy far, far away.
Right. Star Wars, basically.
Exactly. And this isn't just a nod, you know? We're exploring a full-blown collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. They're calling it a space western caper.
Yeah, and that phrase is key.
It seems like it, weaving iconic Star Wars themes right into Destiny's existing Fate saga story. So our mission today is to explore how this ambitious blend creates a unique experience for you, the player.
What's fascinating here, I think, is how this isn't just some standalone event.
Yeah.
It's actually a canonical piece of Destiny's ongoing narrative.
Canonical? Wow.
Yeah, which fundamentally redefines how these huge IPs can merge. It's meant to deeply enrich Destiny's Fate saga, not just add cosmetics. It sets a new bar for thematic integration.
That commitment to canonical integration, that's pretty ambitious. So, okay, for players diving into Renegades, does this lawless frontier mode immediately feel like Star Wars? Like, are we talking subtle nods, or is it, properly immersive, things like Sarlacc pits on Mars, or maybe snowy Europa feeling a bit like Hoth?
Yes, absolutely. The environments are, well, they're a masterclass in evoking that familiar feeling without just being a direct copy.
Okay.
You'll find yourself navigating these huge new zones that definitely feel like a grand tour through some sci-fi blockbuster. And yeah, you mentioned them, those unmistakable Sarlacc pits on Mars. They're there.
No way.
And Europa's frozen wastes definitely bring those Hoth aesthetics to life. It's about creating a universe that feels authentically Destiny, but also, delightfully Star Wars.
Okay, so the environments really draw from that classic struggle, but it sounds like the narrative is where it really hooks you in. It's the Guardian, you're actually defying the Vanguard Destiny's main authority.
The big bosses, yeah.
To chase down this notorious criminal, the Drifter. He operates outside the rules, deep in the underworld, and you need to build a crew to face a new faction. The Barant Imperium, basically a galactic empire in Destiny.
That's the idea. It absolutely leans into that underdog against the Empire theme.
Doesn't it just?
It does. And what's compelling is how explicitly they parallel this Barant Imperium with the Galactic Empire. Even Destiny's own Praxic Order, the strict light followers, they're kind of likened to the Jedi.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, so it directly sets up that classic Star Wars theme. The little guy, the underdog, rising against this huge, dangerous force. And it deepens the core conflict of light versus dark in Destiny in a pretty surprising way.
That's a powerful integration. But, for some longtime Destiny fans,
Yeah.
Does weaving in another massive IP like this risk diluting the lore they care about? Or do you think Bungie handles that balance okay?
That's always a valid concern, right?
Yeah.
But I think Renegades actually strengthens Destiny's narrative by giving new context to existing themes.
How so?
Well, instead of diluting it, sort of recontextualizes things.
Yeah.
Take the blaster weapon archetype, for example.
Okay.
It's got this unique heat management system. It's a clear nod to Star Wars blasters, obviously, but it feels functionally distinct within Destiny's sandbox. It fits.
Speaking of weapons, the real showstopper has to be the Praxic Blade. So you're telling me I might actually be wielding something like a lightsaber?
Pretty much.
Deflecting lasers while running past a Sarlacc pit? I mean, that sounds almost too good to be true.
Precisely. And the Praxic Blade, it isn't just a fancy sword. It's customizable, energy-based, has a distinct feel. And yes, it can even deflect enemy fire.
Wow.
That functional integration of Star Wars iconography into Destiny's core mechanics, it's pretty impressive. And beyond that, there's a new social hub, Tharsis Outpost, clearly inspired by the gritty vibe of the Mos Eisley Cantina.
The Cantina vibe. Okay, so it adds another layer of immersion. And then there's this invasion mechanic. That sounds like a serious twist. So while we're out hunting bounties in the lawless frontier, another player could just drop in specifically to hunt us.
Exactly right. It's an opt-in PvPvE system, player versus environment.
Okay, PvBE.
Within the lawless frontier, yeah. It creates this entirely new layer of strategic risk and reward. Always thrilling, constantly changing how you approach encounters. It blurs the lines between co-op and competitive play, makes every mission feel really high stakes.
So what does this all mean then? When you're navigating the lawless frontier with a Praxic blade in hand, maybe dodging other players, definitely defying the Vanguard.
Yeah.
We've seen how Renegades is drawing on those classic narratives, Defiance, the struggle against oppressive power to create something that feels deeply familiar yet distinctly new within Destiny 2.
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it raises a really important question, I think. What are the ultimate implications of Guardians embracing their inner renegade? You know, defying the very order they once served, all in pursuit of justice. Or maybe something darker. It invites you, the player, to consider how these Star Wars echoes might forge a truly new path for Destiny's future. One where those lines between hero and outlaw become thrillingly blurred. A future where the fight for freedom takes on entirely new forms. Fascinating stuff to think about.